Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our Arena Football League Week 16 Wraparound, where we're going to take you around all of the games on the Week 16 slate in Arena Football League, and there are some key playoff matchups taking place. So let's start this video off in Philadelphia as the Chicago Rush take on the Soul.
Let's head out to the city of brotherly love as the Chicago Rush take on the Philadelphia Soul. Now, the Rush are coming off a much-needed victory versus Tampa Bay to maintain their division lead over San Antonio. Quarterback Chase Kaufman has played some very good ball all season long, throwing 63 touchdowns. And we look at wide receiver Jared Jenkins. He's been a pleasant surprise as a complement to big play Reggie Gray. Now, Jenkins on the season has 66 receptions for 786 yards and 19 touchdowns. His emergence has opened up this offense even more, but in the first matchup versus Philly back on May 4th, both the offense and the defense couldn't get into a groove throughout the course of the game. Defensively, they couldn't get to Dan Wraparound as he threw 6 touchdown passes, and he couldn't stop Derrick Ross, the outstanding fullback. So both sides of the line of scrimmage has to play better this time around. Now let's move over to Philly in this game. The Soul clinched a playoff berth last week, and they will host a playoff game at home. Now, this is one of the best offenses in the league, and we've talked about this all season long, how dangerous they are because of the fact that they have so many options on offense, especially the ability to run with fullback Derrick Ross, who has 29 rushing touchdowns this season. Quarterback Dan Wraparound is also having an MVP caliber year, throwing for over 3,800 yards, 76 touchdowns, and only 9 interceptions. The one question many will ask will be, quote unquote, if they have already clinched, do they have something to play for? My answer is absolutely. You play for pride and you play to win the game, to quote Herm Edwards. I like Chicago to win this game. Both teams will come in, play with pride, but I think the Chicago Rush have much more to lose, so they can't afford a setback out there in Philly. Any games on the Week 16 schedule in the Arena Football League. You have some great matchups as the Pittsburgh Power travel to Cleveland to take on the Gladiators. The Arizona Rattlers take on the Orlando Predators, who played an outstanding game last week versus Jacksonville. Spokane takes on Tampa Bay, who's reeling since they lost Adrian McPherson. The New Orleans Voodoo travel out west to take on the Utah Blaze. And another big game that's very important to Chicago is that the San Antonio Talons travel to San Jose to take on the SaberCats. That's a game the Talons have to win if they want to keep pace with the Rush.